Hello everybody and welcome back to RogueTech, where we are currently in need of some repairs. So let's go ahead and take forward here. We'll get our mech warriors all back. And we'll just get all of these guys ready to go. You know what? We'll recreate an authentic triple F burger. Fantastic. Our morale is maxed. And that, of course, is wonderful. So the question is, do we want to tick forward for 9 days for that victor? That is a good question. I think we'll not. I think we'll deploy as is. I did want to say that I saw a comment regarding vehicles and the recent change. Apparently mech warriors can also now be injured while in vehicles. So that continues to make me question just how useful they actually are. However, let's just go ahead and deploy, I think... I'm trying to decide between these two right now. I think let's do this escort. The salvage isn't too bad. We can just run this straight down the middle. Yeah, I like this. Did I just see this Marauder not being completely done? I did just see this Marauder not being completely done. Okay. There must have been a crit there that I didn't notice. However, we can just do that. Okay, good job repairing that, Yang. Wonderful. We'll tick forward the 1 day for the Marauder, but I'm not going to tick forward the 6 days for the Dragon Slayer. We probably should go through and make sure that our mech warriors are trained as well. Now that I'm thinking about it, I was kind of rushing there, and we shouldn't do that. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Just the single one? Nope, there's a couple more. Good, we'll grab that, and then Scrub needed a point of tactics. There we go. And Tarbox and Woody, sure. Okay, that was the store. I meant to do the command center. Clearly my mind isn't on this. Well, that'll have to change soon enough. We will go ahead and run, as I said before, this one straight down the middle. Okay. The J. Edgar obviously goes here with Scrub in it. And yeah, I continue to come to the conclusion that with this change, this tonnage just might not be worth it. If pilots can get injured as well, which didn't used to be possible either, that's a lot of tonnage that we could put into armor on mechs. So that's the thing. Now, we don't have any guillotine skill points for a mech warrior here, but I believe Arclight does? No, Arclight does not. Aryamaki? Nope. Created? No, you wouldn't. Kodiak. Kodiak? Tooltip? Thank you. No, he doesn't. We actually don't have anybody with any guillotine skills, so we're just going to use Arclight for now. And we're going to bring our guillotine, and off we go. Yes, I'm aware. So, I mean, I kind of feel like I need to talk more about the vehicles, but I also feel like I've done that a lot. Like, I think I've made my opinion on this fairly clear. So far, we are 1 for 1 in losing vehicles in a mission and losing the vehicle entirely. Now, we were able to replace it because we had a spare part in inventory, but that's not always going to be the case. So that means that our vehicles as fast scouts that are lightly armored, I feel like our current vehicle doctrine is non-viable. If we want to change those over to artillery, we have to keep the tonnage light. Because otherwise our mechs lose too much tonnage. And we don't have the armor to take the hits that we have in these higher level areas. So yeah. I guess what we're looking for then would be light artillery in vehicles. I guess? It'd need to be like 25 to 50 tons max. Absolute max. So we need to move up this direction, and we can't quite drop right on them. I'm going to drop over here in these trees, And we'll just deploy right here. So I guess we can look at what we have available. But yeah, I'm definitely leaning towards vehicles that have to stay back and not get hit. Because we can't have vehicles that are both light and heavily armored.
What can I do for you? I read you, Commander.
Okay, well, let's make our way up here. And there is apparently a blocking force.
Onward.
That's good to know. We'll just make our way up. Our Marauder can go here. Our Guillotine... Okay, we see something over that way. That's fine. Our Guillotine can make its way over here. Our Stone Rhino to the road. Our Harasser is going to head up as far as it can. Same with the Nidhogg. And the Maxim behind. And the J. Edgar all the way out. Okay, so we see a heavy laser carrier. And not really anything else right now. Although I think we saw something right over here. Our J. Edgar may as well move in directly behind this heavy laser carrier. The J. Edgar probably gets destroyed here if they have any backup weaponry. That's a marksman. What is the tonnage on a marksman? This might be a decent option for us. We'll have to look at that.
Roger.
Okay, next up is our Archer. Our Archer will head over... I actually like this position.
I'm going.
We have rear arc on this Mauler. Okay, so they have 2 lances here. Gotcha. We have rear arc on this Mauler, or we could hit this Marksman. What are our hit odds on that Mauler? 35. I think we Warlord that, and we take this.
Target lock on enemy 6.
Yeah, good rear arc armor shred there. Our Guillotine will advance up over this direction.
Copy that.
We shouldn't have much for hit odds with the Guillotine on the Mauler, is my guess. Yeah, 30%. I think instead we go for that heavy laser carrier and we go for the kill on it. That's a lot of large chem lasers.
This should be.
So ideally we don't want that thing to move. The Nidhogg will make its way up. And it's also going to go for that heavy laser carrier. I think we are going to fire the rocket packs here. I want it dead. Good. There we go. And the Jaeger will step up to here, and it will, of course, join us in attacking the Mauler's rear arc. We're definitely going to Warlord that. Sad. We did have obstructed LOS, though. The question is, when does that Mauler move? And the answer? Not yet. Okay. It did some damage into the J. Edgar. That's fine. We expect this. And our Stone Rhino is going to position up here. It doesn't have the range to go after the Mauler, and that's fine. We're just going to hit the side arc of this marksman and hopefully completely knock it out of the fight. Not quite, but that was pretty good. They just reserved the marksman.
Yes, Commander.
Okay, that was very foolish of them.
Copy that.
The Marauder finishes it off. Absolutely.
Locking in all weapon systems.
Very foolish. Okay, so next up, I do want that Mauler dead.
Yep.
This Guillotine can move up to here.
Got it. No shooting.
Now that
just
does
running.
expose it to fire over here, but that's a Griffin. That's a Thumper up there, okay. And that's an Alicorn, and that's a heavy mortar carrier. We should probably redirect our vehicles up over this way, and that's fine. That's something I'm willing to do. We'll hop our binary laser over into X2 mode, and we'll just potshot this guy's rear arc. That's a miss. And a second miss. Okay. That's fine.
Receiving you.
Our Maxim, I kind of want to send the Maxim after the Mauler. Yeah, we'll send the Maxim up here.
Full throttle.
We'll Warlord that. And we'll hit this guy hard in his rear arc. Time for crit fishing. Not quite what we needed there,
I think I hit something good.
but that was very close.
Receiving you.
Our sorcerer is going to step up over here. The question is, do they have anything clumped up that will be more efficient than attacking the mauler? And the answer is not exactly. So we're going to warlord here, and we're going to go for that mauler. Do we fire direct? It's out of range. So no, we do not.
Scored a critical hit.
That guy must not have any armor in his rear arc. Yeah, none at all.
Waiting on you, Commander.
The imp can position here, and we're going to go ahead and warlord. This is once again obscured LOS, but we're just hoping to get something into that rear arc.
Affirmative.
Okay, that's not into the rear arc. That's into the leg, I think. But sure.
Yes,
So the
Commander.
harasser I'm going to actually send to engage these guys. So we're going to send the harasser over here for right now.
Moving at full throttle.
And we're going to go for the heavy mortar carrier. This thing does not actually have much armor, so this is actually completely fine. I didn't expect to be able to get a kill on this, but we might well be able to.
Engaging target.
Okay, that wasn't a great damage spread. It would have been a kill. The mauler isn't too happy. I don't blame him.
We can do this. Let's go.
Interesting choices. These vehicles appear to be pacifists
Yes,
again.
Commander.
In fact, the enemy in general appears to be pacifists.
On my way.
Okay. Let's go for the heavy mortar carrier here. We should be able to finish this off and get a kill, I hope. That was an armor exposure, but we didn't get a kill on it. Oh, pilot ejection. Sure. We'll take that. Okay, the Jaeger is going to, I think, actually step up here.
Got it.
And we're going to engage this Griffin. Now, our hit odds aren't great, but we'll go for it.
Copy that.
That was right into the back of the imp.
I'm taking a pounding, Commander.
I'm dumb. I didn't even see the imp there. The imp is fine, but I'm still dumb.
Yeah.
The guillotine is going to advance up the road. This is side arc on the mauler, and it's not great, but we'll potshot it.
Copy that.
Yeah, nothing. That's fine.
I missed.
Okay. I was really hoping that we'd be able to take out that Griffin before now, but we can dedicate the Maxim to dealing with it. That's not a problem. And I don't think we need to move our vehicles too much, actually. I'm going to take the Nidhogg off over this direction, and we're going to turn like so. And I think we go for the Alicorn? Yeah, we go for the Alicorn here. I'm going to go ahead and warlord this. Hopefully we get some nice clustering.
Roger that.
Okay, good armor shred there.
Commander?
The harasser is going to come up here and attack this thumper. I was hoping to get into rear arc, but this'll do.
All right.
What's the side armor on a thumper like? Not super high, but it won't break through on this round, I don't think. Yeah.
Got
Okay,
something
the
going
J.
on?
Edgar is going to come up here and attack this Alicorn in its rear arc.
I copy.
No worries on that one. That's triple Gauss on that guy.
On the enemy.
Okay.
Standing by.
Our sorcerer is going to step forward here.
Heading out.
And I think we're going to go for the Griffin, actually. Or maybe this Alicorn. Hit odds are slightly higher on the Griffin, so we'll go for Armor Shred on him. That was a terrible shot, but that was a decent shot. Thumper moves up. Fires on our Maxim. That's fine. We don't care. Completely okay.
Waiting for orders.
The Stone Rhino is going to advance as much as it can up the road, which isn't a huge amount.
Waiting
And
for
our
orders.
Imp is going to position here and continue working on that Griffin.
Affirmative.
2 laser hits, but no Gauss rifle hit. Okay, that's fine.
What do you need?
Our guillotine is going to advance,
Heading out.
and is also going to go for the griffin here. A couple of binary laser shots, and probably a couple of binary laser misses, if I know my binary laser. Okay, that's a structure exposure in the leg. We'll take that.
Good to go.
Now the Marauder is going to sprint forward to here.
Double time.
I would not necessarily mind going after that Alicorn. Yeah, I think that's what we do. We Warlord this, and we go after the Alicorn.
Firing.
Little bit of armor shred there. Not as much as I was hoping for, in all honesty.
What's up, Bob?
The Maxim is going to move up here and murder that Mauler.
Firing all weapons.
There we go. One dead Mauler.
Hostile eliminated.
And now, let's see what the Alicorn does. Okay, it doesn't fire. This one moves up, fires on the Maxim. The Maxim is actually still alive. I'm a little shocked.
Heavy hits, Commander.
Okay.
Standing by.
Our Jaeger is going to move up here. And we can't quite Warlord, but we can still fire on this Griffin, and this is on his weak side. It's definitely a leg destruction. And a knockdown, of course. There he goes.
Yep.
And our guillotine here is going to move up here,
Confirmed.
like so. And we're going to fire on their downed Griffin. Actually, our hit odds are way better on the Thumper.
All weapons, fire.
That was a good chunk of armor shred there. We'll take that.
Orders.
Our archer will, of course, step forward here. And where are we going to shoot? I'd love to shoot at that Alicorn. I'd love to shoot at the Thumper. I'd love to shoot at this Alicorn or the Griffin. All of that would be fine. I think we're going to go for this Thumper, though. More armor shred there.
Let's do this.
Our Marauder is going to step forward here. And what is our best hit odds? Definitely the Thumper.
Roger that.
That was a terrible LBX shot. But that's okay. It looks like the Thumper's gonna die here, is my guess. Oh, not quite. I guess those were... yeah, those are turret hits that I was seeing. Sad.
Standing by.
Okay, the Harasser is going to come over here and attack the Alicorn. I feel like the Thumper dies to other damage. Light him up.
Target locked.
Not as much damage as I was hoping in the same location there. We're going to move in on this Alicorn and light this guy up as well. Once again, I'm not entirely sure that we kill him.
Taking the shot.
Looks like one of his Gauss rifles isn't working, and we actually missed both flamers there. That sucked a little. Okay, we're going to move up here with the Nidhogg. The Nidhogg is going to go for the kill on the Thumper. I'm not going to do bomb racks here. I don't think there's a point.
Engaging.
There we go. One dead Thumper.
Reporting one less vehicle.
Okay, the Sorcerer is going to step up here. And the only target that they have that is currently safe for us to hit is the Griffin. Do we have direct LOS? We do. Go ahead. One dead Griffin.
Tango's trapped.
And all they've got left now is a pair of
Good to
Alicorns.
go.
Okay, can this imp get anywhere where it can see anything? That's a negative. Okay,
Moving fast.
we'll move over to here then, I guess.
I'm
Our Stone Rhino is in largely the same position. We'll just move up the road.
Yeah.
Our Guillotine, on the other hand, can absolutely move in over here and light up this Alicorn. And that's exactly what we're going to do.
Take this.
Get that second binary laser shot. Very nice. Good armor shred.
Waiting for orders.
Our Maxim is going to come in over here. And we are going to light this guy up with Inferno rounds in his rear arc. Our hit odds aren't the greatest.
Target now struck.
And we managed to stray shot our J. Edgar a fair number of times there. Helpful. The Alicorn has unjammed its Gauss rifle, but otherwise, they're still practicing pacifism, and I'm okay with this. Our Jaeger can go ahead and make its way over to the road. That'll be fine.
I await your command.
Our Archer, I think we're not going to waste any more LRM ammo on this.
Standing by.
We're not going to waste Arrow 4s either.
What do you need?
This Guillotine can advance over here, and let's go ahead and do controlled bursts and light into this guy.
Here we go.
More good armor shred there. Not quite dead yet. Our Marauder can make its way over to the road. There we go.
Commander.
And the J. Edgar is going to stay exactly still and just eat this guy up. Man, he's still alive. We're just spreading our damage out over everything here. Stone Rhino will advance and finish him. He will not survive this. He does not have the armor.
All right.
Kaboom.
Reporting. Enemy vehicle removed.
Fantastic. The Guillotine is going to come on over this way and start positioning to start our escort. And phase 20 here, the Nidhogg can actually position over here and start the escort. We're in the capture zone. And let's light up the Alicorn. Structure exposure, but it's not dead yet. The Maxim is going to come on over this way. I actually don't know where our evac point is. But that's okay. The Harasser will light up the Alicorn. There we go. And let's start the convoy.
Destroyed.
So everybody can just pretty much make their way over to the road if they're not there.
Printing.
Okay. They're making their way to the extraction point now. And more enemies have spawned down over here. This is the escort zone. That is fine. We see a Banshee. There is an Orion and a Thunderbolt. Okay.
Receiving you.
Our Jaeger will go ahead and turn right around, except I'm going to reserve here until after this Thunderbolt moves. So phase 18.
Aye, aye.
So they have a phase 21 mover. That's their Orion. Fires on that carrier. Does 15 damage. Sure. We're going to continue to reserve. One more time. Now the Thunderbolt moves. I'm assuming it attacks our Jaeger in the rear arc. Actually, it doesn't.
Orders.
Interesting choice. We're going to position here with our Jaeger, and we are just going to light into this Thunderbolt. Just that frontal armor shred. Yes, it is guarded and entrenched. We don't care. Wow, we actually missed one of those Gauss. That was at like 99% chance. Okay. Well, that Banshee closes in. Does not fire. Okay.
Waiting for orders.
I'm going to send the Harasser out after the Banshee. We'll just position here. I don't know. That's a lot of energy weapons. That's a lot of energy weapons. I'm going to fire the AoE right now. It may splash damage us, but that's okay. 53 heat into the Banshee. Sure.
Waiting for orders.
Okay, so we have a carrier over here. This is a lot of SRMs. Let's position it here.
Moving out.
And these are not great hit odds, but let's take a pot shot. Good armor shred.
I hear ya.
That was very good armor shred. More SRMs. We're going to position up here. Once again, we don't have the best hit odds, but Deadfire SRMs will work for now. Although, do we actually want? Yeah, standard SRMs would be better currently than Deadfire. Deadfire do more damage, but we want to get closer before we use those.
Got it.
That Thunderbolt's not feeling so good.
Want some more? Huh? What can I do for you?
Okay, this is an AC-20 carrier. Let's position that right here.
Got it. Max speed? No.
And let's give it a go. We may not hit, but we also can't stray shot.
All weapons are go.
Yeah, we missed, but that's fine. No worries on that front. Let's see. Next up is our Sorcerer, and our Sorcerer is going to position over here. The question is, do we want to go for some armor shred on somebody else? Yeah, there's an ER large laser carrier out here, and I think that's what we go for.
Firing.
Good damage, and started some fires. I like it.
Receiving you.
Our J. Edgar is going to come down here and engage this large laser carrier. We'll position here. And we'll just see about heating this guy up. We're probably not going to hit.
Copy that.
Yep, whole lot of nothing.
That didn't hit.
No, and that's fine.
Ready.
Okay, the Maxim is going to close in over here and go for the kill shot on this Thunderbolt, I think.
Roger. Double time.
No point in Inferno SRMs here. We'll go for standard. I was expecting better hit odds than this on this guy, but it'll do. So we're not going to kill him, probably. Some crit fishes there, though. That'll go well.
Reporting. Critical hit.
Okay.
I'm your spaniel.
Our archer will come on forward. And maybe we want to use Deadfires here. Yeah, I think we're fine using Deadfires. I'm going to go ahead and Warlord for the accuracy and clustering. And we'll use Deadfires on this Thunderbolt.
Cry havoc.
And that is a dead Thunderbolt.
Farewell, sweet prince.
Very nice.
Yes, Commander.
Okay, our Stone Rhino is going to sprint over this way
Roger.
and attempt to do some damage to this Shrek, I think. Yeah, we're not going to bother firing the MRMs. We're just going to pot shot.
Target locked.
Whole lot of nothing, and I'm not shocked by this.
Negative damage. Repeat.
Okay,
Negative
what's the
damage.
Shrek do now? Just
Waiting
braced.
for orders.
An interesting choice. Not one that I would have made, but okay. I'm going to go ahead and Warlord, and we are going to do some damage to this guy. Anyway. Not a good LBX shot at all. A little bit of armor shred there.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Okay, this is a Mortar 8. That'll be decent armor shred for the Orion. We'll go ahead and move up. And I want this to be in ideally guided mode. Let's see here. Yeah, guided mode. Okay, got some armor shred there in on the Orion. Very nice. And let's get our guillotine moving over this direction. It'll have to sink some heat, but that's fine.
Good to go.
And our Nidhogg is going to come join us over on this Banshee, I think. Let's come on over, and do we light this guy up? I think we do. Let's go ahead and armor shred him.
On it.
Not the best armor shred I've ever seen, but it'll do.
I'm out of short-range missiles.
Yeah, you're fine. Ish.
Commander?
You're fine-ish. This over here is a side arc shot on the Banshee. Everything on the Orion is obstructed. So let's move up to here with the Imp and take this side arc shot on the Banshee. Let's Warlord to boost our hit odds a little bit. And we take this over here.
Commencing Alpha Strike.
Okay, 27 damage. That'll do.
Getting pretty hot in here, Commander.
This guillotine is going to sprint its way down onto the road.
Acknowledged.
And we are going to fire on that Shrek. We're probably not going to hit.
Aye, aye. Engaging target.
That is one hit, though. And it's this one. There we go. Only 34 damage, but it'll have to do. Okay.
I'm receiving you.
The Stone Rhino is going to advance over this way, and its job is to finish off that Shrek. Fire those MRMs.
10-4.
And that's a dead Trek. Perfect.
Vehicle down.
So all we've got left now is the Orion and the Banshee. The Sorcerer is going to step up here, and we have to armor shred the Orion, I think, is our best bet. I'm not going to bother warlording that. We'll just hope for splash damage. A little bit of splash damage there. We'll see what the Orion does. Does it move up into the fire? It does step up the hill there. And fires on the Maxim. It doesn't quite kill the Maxim.
That shot got past my armor.
But it's very close.
Commander?
Very, very close. We're going to armor shred him with more Deadfire missiles from our archer.
Punching all the buttons.
Yep, that was pretty good armor shred. I'm happy about that.
Ready for orders.
Our Nidhogg is going to move in behind this Banshee if we can get into rear arc, which we can do. We'll move in here. And I'm going to not Warlord here because we're out of rocket packs, but let's light this guy up. Rear arc, soften him up a bit. Excellent.
Waiting for orders.
Next up, our Jaeger is going to step forward here,
Move order received.
and we are going to armor shred this Orion.
Roger that.
Okay, 65 damage in there. That's fine.
Waiting for orders.
This J. Edgar is now freed up, and is, of course, going to sprint over into the rear arc of this Orion. Probably can't hit because we moved real fast there, but it's okay.
No joy.
Okay, so this is their Banshee that is moving now. It does not fire.
Yes, Commander.
An interesting choice, to be sure. We are going to move in here and light up his rear arc a bit. Only 2 hits there, and I think we're out of flamer ammo.
My flamer is empty.
Yeah, that's fine.
Good to go.
We're just trying to keep that guy a little bit busy.
Moving
The
to
Imp will step forward, and we cannot fire the ER mediums, that is for sure.
Roger that.
ER larges and the Gauss not connecting.
Systems recycling for another
Okay,
shot.
that's fine.
How's it going?
The Marauder is going to close in as much as it can, and actually over here is perfectly fine. Light this guy up.
Affirmative.
I'd love to see him get unsteady here. Did we quite get there? Yes, he's unsteady. That's very, very good. We're going to move up with our guillotine over here, and we are going to continue to armor shred that Orion.
I'm taking this shot.
There we go. And now it is our Maxim that moves. And the Maxim is going to close into the rear arc of this Orion.
I caught.
And we're going to hit him as hard as we can in his rear arc. It is our front arc that is close to dead on the Maxim, so I mean we didn't hit him all that hard in the rear arc either.
Good to go.
Okay, this is our AC-20 boat here. This is the best position we can get, which is sad. And I really hope that we don't backstab our Jaeger here. We're gonna give it a go.
Take this.
Okay, we didn't hit, and we didn't hit our Jaeger either.
I may need some more time in the simulator. What can I do for you?
This carrier is, of course, an SRM boat, and can't get into LOS, so we're just going to move it up.
Yeah?
Our guillotine is going to position over here and continue to armor shred the Orion.
Okay, I'm on it.
There we go. That Orion is very close to dead.
Oh, yeah.
It's not going to be able to hold this line much longer.
I hear ya.
Our second carrier SRM boat also cannot get into a good position here. So we'll just position it over here. And our final one can come on in over here. And of course, we're going to drop our mortars on this Orion. Shoulder destruction, ER medium laser destruction, and some armor shred.
Take it and like it.
Okay. So El Duce now moves. He's, of course, in the Jaeger. We're going to close in a little bit more here. And this is probably going to knock down this Orion. And that's okay. We fully expect that. And that's also completely fine. We're not really too invested in his rear arc right now. Most of our damage has gone into front, so that's perfect. The Sorcerer is going to go for the kill. There we go. For some reason, I thought I moved that into direct mode, but it's fine. So the Archer is going to not sprint forward, but step forward here.
I'm your spaniel.
And we're going to hop over into Artemis 4 because we do still have Artemis ammo. And we are going to fire on this Banshee a little bit.
Engaging target.
Didn't expect much out of that, but that's fine. Our Guillotine is going to sprint forward over to here. This is front arc on the Banshee, which isn't necessarily ideal, but it'll do.
Take this.
There we go.
Get him banged up pretty good.
My heat sinks can't take much.
Okay, this Guillotine is also going to engage over this way. Yeah, we'll accept this overheat.
Taking the shot.
One more binary laser. There we go. And next up is our Nidhogg, which will stay in behind this guy, but we have to move some amount. There we go. The Harasser's right there. I think I'm going to go ahead and fire the bomb rack. I know that I'm going to be taking some splash damage. But that was an engine crit. Excellent.
Commander.
The Marauder is going to make its way down over this way and sink some heat. The Stone Rhino is going to head down towards the road.
Let's go.
That's fine.
I'm receiving.
And the Harasser is now going to back off a little bit here
All right.
and fire AoE ammo into this Banshee's rear arc and do a little bit of crit fishing.
Roger that. Target confirmed.
We didn't get anything into that where the
My
armor was dead.
Orders.
Okay, the J. Edgar will make his way up and also backstab. This is mostly softening it up for the Maxim, though, in all honesty. 2 hits there into internal structure. We'll take that. He is now overheated and panicked. The Imp will head down towards the road. The Banshee now moves, and we'll see what it does. It jumps, shoots at the Nidhogg and misses everything. Okay. Interesting strategy. And I don't think that was what it was going for, in all honesty.
Orders.
So the Maxim can no longer get in behind him. What the Maxim can do is position here
On it.
and switch to Inferno ammo and see if we can get a shutdown on this Banshee. That is several Inferno rounds and plus 16 heat. Unfortunately, not a shutdown. We're going to move forward with our SRM boat.
Good to go.
And our AC-20 boat is also going to move forward.
Going turbo. Waiting for
This is our
orders.
other SRM boat, and that's also going to come on forward here. It needs to be a little less forward, and that's okay.
What can I do?
And our mortars are going to pop up over here and go ahead and fire on this Banshee. And that's why we didn't get much closer to the Banshee with the Maxim. I'm hoping that we don't kill the Maxim here. We did, however, kill the Banshee. Perfect.
Run when you had the chance.
And we are now out of combat. Okay.
Coordinates received.
Well, we'll just move everybody nice and quick.
I'm watching
Sink some
you.
heat.
Got it.
The Marauder can position, like, over here.
On my way. I'll do what I can.
And these guys can make their way on back.
Location confirmed.
Yeah,
On my
this is
way.
completely fine. We ended up not losing any of our vehicles, which was slightly shocking. Carrier can't move quite that far, but it can move that far. Excellent.
On my way.
Now the question is there going to be another Lance a 4th Lance after we get the convoy to its drop
my
point.
way.
There could be. I'm just going to brace everybody at this point. And let's find out.
Waiting on you,
So the carrier actually can't quite get in there this round, so we're going to have to find out next round.
Yes,
That's okay.
Commander.
So this carrier will end up right here,
You betcha.
and this one right here.
Don't need to tell
And then
me
we'll brace
twice.
everybody else. And let's see.
Affirmative.
I didn't want you to move. I wanted to select the
hear
carrier.
ya.
Thank you very much.
Moving out.
More contacts.
Hold this position, Commander.
So there is a 4th Lance.
Way soon.
Okay.
On my... Waiting on you, Commander.
We're going to make our way in here with our
I hear ya.
carriers. There we go.
Coordinates
And we see a Trebuchet, a Timberwolf, and a Wraith. Okay, sounds good. We'll get all of our mechs down the road a bit. Oh, there's somebody over here too. There's somebody over here too. That's an archer. Okay. Noted. I was actually legitimately not expecting a 4th Lance. But we'll deal with that too.
Order acknowledged.
We'll send the Harasser down this way to deal with the Wraith.
Coordinates received.
The Nidhogg, I'm actually going to send over here to distract the archer. The Maxim, I'm going to send down over this way towards the Wraith as well. I would like to have it facing away from the Wraith, if at all possible.
Order received.
And the J. Edgar, I'm actually going to send over this way.
I copy.
Okay. So, these guys are going to be evac'd after this round. And let's see what they do. Trebuchet and a Timberwolf. We're going to get some firing on these guys from our fire support over here. This Maxim and this Harasser should be capable of dealing with the Wraith. And then the Nidhogg is not on its own probably capable of dealing with that archer. Okay, sensor impairment on the Jaeger is a little bit upsetting, but not too bad. Was that the Wraith that moved? I think so. Whatever it's doing, it's thinking about it very hard. Okay, Ace Pilot's up to there. Sure.
Standing by.
So our Sorcerer is going to, I think, go ahead and fire on the Trebuchet over here. Yeah, we'll probably splash damage our J. Edgar, but I don't think I care, because we'll splash damage both of them. In theory.
Roger.
And actually, we didn't splash damage our J. Edgar, so that's great.
Here.
The Archer, I'm going to position over here,
Onward.
and we're going to armor shred this Trebuchet a bit. Actually, these hit odds are abysmal, and we'll probably actually go for the Wraith. Yeah, these hit odds are far better.
Firing all weapons.
That said, that was still probably a waste, because we're planning to backstab him. We'll position the Guillotine over here, and we'll just pot shot this Trebuchet, or actually, it has to be the Timberwolf.
Attacking from position.
Okay. Absolutely nothing out of that, but we don't expect anything.
Negative damage.
A 4th Lance. Okay. I mean, it kind of makes sense. We've got 4 of our own,
What do you need?
to some degree anyway. We're going to come down here with this Guillotine, and we're going to pot shot this Archer. We're not going to hit it, but we'll give it a go. Anything else? Yep. That second binary laser, also not connecting. We're not shocked by this.
Missed. Aye, aye.
Okay, the Jaeger is going to come on over this direction.
On my way.
And we're going to go for that Timberwolf. I'm going to Warlord this. We've got plenty of ammo. I'm not concerned about that. We're probably not going to hit, though.
Firing on target.
Yep. Absolutely not.
I'm here.
And the Stone Rhino is also going to head over this direction.
All
However,
right,
we
move.
can fire on that Trebuchet, and that's definitely something that we're going to do.
Engaging target.
Some armor shred there. We'll take it.
Ready for order.
The J. Edgar is going to kind of chill behind the... we're going to go ahead and Phantom Mech here, but we're going to kind of chill behind the Timberwolf.
Roger that.
And we're going to see about lighting him up. Unfortunately, he still hasn't moved. So he actually missed.
Reporting negative damage.
That's fine.
Yes, Commander.
The Nidhogg is, of course, going to come in behind this archer. And this is a really awkward place to be. We actually can't get in behind it and turn enough. So I guess we'll just position over here and hold on to our bomb. And we'll turn around next round.
Commander?
The Imp is going to head over here. I'm a little surprised that the Imp is moving before the Timberwolf. I'm actually just going to brace. The Timberwolf moves now. I should have reserved the Imp. We'll see what the Timberwolf does. Steps forward and fires on the Stone Rhino. That's a lot of energy weapons. Okay. And he built up heat. Good to know. The Marauder is basically in position to respond to the Wraith, and will do so. I still feel like this is probably wasteful to attack the Wraith's front arc, but we'll see. Maybe we get through that center torso. No, but that's fine. The Archer now steps forward, fires on a carrier. We don't care about this. That is completely okay.
I'm here.
Our Harasser is going to come up here. We don't have any ammo for the Heavy Flamer, so we're just going to kind of run around. Be a bit of an annoying distraction. And then the Maxim is going to come in over this way, aim away from this guy. Warlord. And we are going to fire standard rounds into the rear arc of this Wraith. A lot of crits there, but not a kill.
Taking a critical hit.
Okay. He lost his evasive, so that's something. You can fire your AC-20s on that Timberwolf. Do it.
Firing everything I've got.
We did get a hit there, it looks like. Was that a hit? Yeah, that was definitely a hit. Excellent.
Good to go.
And you can fire on the Timberwolf as well. Once again, that's a lot of hits.
Waiting for orders.
You are not in LOS. Sad.
Resting my neck.
And for the mortar, we can fire also on the Timberwolf. I want to armor shred this. Actually, I want Inferno here. Heat up that Timberwolf. He's pure energy. Nice.
Good job.
So this is our evac zone. Okay, that's fine. And our vehicles are out of here. Okay, so next round. Who moves phase 24? The Wraith, I think? Yeah, this is, I think, the Wraith. Definitely the Wraith. He fires on the Imp. Okay, we happily accept that. The better move probably would have been to go to the other side of the Maxim and attack its front arc. But I really don't care about that. So now he's going to ace pilot somewhere. We'll see where. Kind of doesn't matter. Wherever he goes, he's dead. And in fact, he decided not to go anywhere. Sure. The Jaeger's going to step up and fire on that Timberwolf. Get some good armor shred in there.
Targeting for an alpha strike.
Only the one Gauss hit, but that's okay.
Yep.
Our Guillotine is going to sprint up here where we have, looks like uninterrupted LOS? Yes, uninterrupted LOS. And we will fire on this Timberwolf again.
Confirmed.
Good armor shred. The Timberwolf steps forward. Fires on the Jaeger with the tag. And then does nothing else. Presumably that's for the rear arc attack from the Archer, but...
Indeed.
Okay. I don't care.
Confirmed.
The Guillotine will step up and fire on the Timberwolf. Binary laser does not hit with the first attempt. Let's see about the second. Nope. No hit on the second attempt either.
Nice. Got past the armor.
Sure. Let's see. Phase 22. This will, of course, be the trebuchet. Firing on the Jaeger. And that's a use for the tag, I suppose. Those are dead fires.
Took a hard hit there.
Okay.
Standing by.
The Nidhogg is, of course, going to position in behind the archer. It does have a round of bombs left. So, let's light this guy's rear arc up.
Putting one in the back. Inflicted some
A good amount of damage there. I would have liked to see a little bit more, but it's okay.
Receiving you.
Our sorcerer is, of course, going to fire on the Timberwolf here, I think.
Moving to position.
This Timberwolf should be pretty close to dead. I don't think it quite dies to this,
Confirmed. Firing.
but that will be a knockdown.
Reporting.
There we go. That Timberwolf is not long for this world.
Standing by.
Our Stone Rhino is going to advance on their Trebuchet, and we're not too concerned about this duel, even though our hit odds aren't the best. Actually, that Trebuchet was running rockets, not dead fires.
Roger.
It doesn't have any more rockets. Good armor strip there.
Receiving you.
Our Marauder is actually going to back off here. There we go.
Waiting for
And
orders.
the Archer is now going to engage their Archer.
Firing on target.
There's some additional damage going into that Archer's
Out of
front arc.
long-range missiles.
The Archer will now move, and we're a bit concerned about it attacking the Jaeger, but it actually went for the Maxim, which is completely fine. That is not a problem in the slightest.
Good to go.
Our Imp is going to step forward here, and we are, of course, going to get the knockdown attack on the Timberwolf, and this should be a kill. We'll fire like that.
Tell me what to shoot.
Yep, that is indeed a kill on the Timberwolf.
That's a kill.
Fantastic. That's one down.
Standing by.
The J. Edgar is going to move up behind the Trebuchet. And we'll hit him in his rear arc. Okay, started a little bit of a fire there. I don't expect that guy to be too bad on his heat, though. And we're going to finish off the Wraith with the Maxim.
All weapons go.
There we go. 2 down,
Target.
2 to go.
Waiting for orders.
The Harasser is just going to make its way over here and, be vaguely annoying. That's all it can do, is out of ammo. Okay.
Yeah.
Our Jaeger is going to step up over here
On it.
and light into this Trebuchet. That is a lot of damage. That Trebuchet isn't very threatening anymore.
Hit, Commander.
Ready for orders.
And our Archer is going to advance on their Archer. Deadfire ammo is not particularly accurate at this range, but we'll take it. Excellent.
Standing by.
The Sorcerer is also going to turn and attack their Archer. Get that sweet, sweet armor shred in
Engaging
there.
with target.
That was 2 very solid hits.
Yeah.
This Guillotine is also going to turn around and engage the Archer a bit. Pot shot with that large pulse anyway.
Roger.
Yep, didn't expect much. And that is, of course, completely fine.
Yep.
This Guillotine is going to do the same. Turn around and pot shot with the binary laser.
Acknowledged.
That's 1 hit. Do we get a second? That's 2 hits. And we crit their double heatsink kit.
Scored a critical hit.
That's pretty good.
Orders.
Our J. Edgar is going to stay exactly where it is and continue heating up that Trebuchet. Excellent. The trebuchet steps forward and fires on the stone rhino with its remaining chem laser. It misses. Sure. We don't mind that in the slightest.
Waiting for orders.
The Nidhogg is going to come forward here. All it's got left is its snub-nosed PPC, but that's enough.
Target locked. On it.
And actually, that's an ejection from the archer. So that is great.
here.
I didn't expect that. The stone rhino is going to finish the trebuchet. The trebuchet does not survive this.
Confirmed.
There we go.
Enemy eliminated.
Took a little while, but that was 4 lances eliminated.
Mission successful.
And we actually didn't take any losses. That's pretty good. I'm happy about that one, to be sure. In terms of salvage, we'll get a little bit, but that was a lot of enemies and not very much priority salvage for us. So, there's that. A lot of payment increases. That Jaeger's going to take some repairs, but that's okay. We're waiting on the Victor as well. So yeah, I'm reasonably content with that one. Let's see what we get from salvage. That is a lot of singleton Banshee parts. What is the weight on those thumpers? 60 tons? That's a little high for what I'm looking for, honestly. 60 ton on artillery vehicles is more than what I'm looking for. But yeah, this is just a ludicrous amount of potential salvage. We might want to... This is all singleton. There's nothing in a stack here. Literally nothing. I guess we take the thumper artillery and the sniper artillery. Sure. Clan large pulse laser will keep. Medium laser will keep. Fuel cell engine, get out of here. Engine core, we'll actually keep that. Internal combustion engine, no thanks. Clan ECM, sure. Sounds good to me. The real question is, just how much will it take to put that armor back on that Jaeger? That's the majority of the damage that we took. So, let's see. Hopefully it'll take about 6 days, but I expect that it'll actually be more along the lines of 16, like that Victor was. Putting that armor on takes a long time. There's no doubt about that. Even with basically maxed out mech techs. That amount of armor, it does take time. But, I mean, it's also a good sign that they didn't even break through our armor there. So, I'm happy about that one. I'm less happy about the vehicle tonnage issue. There's no doubt about that. But let's go ahead and see what Yang thinks. $133K, 15 days. Go ahead and do it. I like it. That's not too bad. The actual time is 7 days for the Jaeger. This is really, really manageable. I want the Dragon Slayer up here, have the priority be like descending order, like that. We can wait on that. Perfect. It is way past time to put a cut in here, though, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we are going to continue building up our nest egg. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.